Republican Congressman Charles Boustany joins me right now. He's also a doctor, a cardiovascular surgeon, actually. Congressman, what do you make of that essentially it's Armageddon if this thing doesn't get through?
Well, I think the president is using fear tactics here, and it is a sense of desperation. Keep in mind, he's setting up a false dichotomy. There are other ways to reform health care. We all agree it needs to be reformed. But I'll tell you this, the bill that passed in the House and the current proposals going through the Senate are going to make things worse. They're not going to control cost. In fact, costs are going to go up for families, for small business owners. It's really not going to bring down that inflationary factor in health care. And I'm really concerned about the effect on quality in health care.
All right, now, you get to the point, Congress, I don't know who to believe, because the president is cocksure, Democratic leaders are cocksure that this isn't only going to be deficit neutral and save us some money down the road, it's also going to be the equivalent of health care nirvana. Everyone, or most everyone's going to be covered, and no one's going to have to worry about not being covered. And then I hear Republicans, by and large, saying, well, this could be worse, and the premium warning from the president isn't going to be worse. What's the deal?
Well, we know certainly with the House bill and with previous language that we were able to see with the Senate bill, the Congressional Budget Office has made it very clear that premiums are going to go up and that there really is not enough substantive reform in this to lower the escalating cost of health care without sacrificing quality. And I'll tell you this, Neil, the other thing to keep in mind is they've played a lot of budget games with this. You're going to get 10 years of taxes to pay for 7 years of mandates. And, you know, that's another budgetary gimmick that they're using in this. We're looking at a number of major taxes and fees to try to play games to balance this thing out so as to be deficit neutral.
Well, let me ask you, they're also chasing the calendar, too. And they've told members, and certainly in the Senate, we're going to work till Christmas Eve if we have to. And maybe a lot of these guys, they just want to get out of Dodge, right? So they're going to be rushed into doing something some of them might not like to do just to get home for Christmas. How much is that weighing on them?
Well, that is weighing on members in the Senate. The House is now basically recessed until after the holidays, although I imagine we could be called back in if something came up. But, yes, that's an artificial timeline.
That would mean getting Nancy back from Copenhagen. And by the way, it's Hagen,
right,
by the way.
Right.
It's not Hagen. Just so we settled that.
That's right. Whichever it is.
Hagen. So don't get sidetracked by that Danny Kaye thing, Congressman. Bottom line,
right, I won't.
They'd have to bring her back, right?
Right. But keep in mind, this is really an artificial timeline. And I think what the American public is saying in all these polls is that they want to get this right. Okay. And they don't like the approach being taken.
All right. Sir, very good having you. Have a wonderful holiday. Always good having you on the show.
Great. Thanks.